one back to see how my equity versus equality, history versus equity.
Okay. Is this different from what you?
Slightly.
All right. Hey, Carl. I noticed there were those lights that you fixed in the gym at the middle school. It seems like they're out again.
I think,
So it must not be the bulbs.
well,
I wanted to show you something on that. Before we get started, I just want to ask you something, and then we can get started. I was looking at the on the DOE, I still call it DOE website.
Doodle on this one.
So,
No,
this one?
that's actually, I'll make a statement tonight.
What I do to myself. I gotta go to Kingston. The other one, last one was out in Northfield, was our place.
So you know they can use it in 2005.
Yeah.
1.7 million.
Just goes with one strategy.
Yeah, I really didn't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I can only Joe.
Okay.
Alfred goes independently.
Yeah.
Joe.
I'll get to you after, unless it was
Yeah.
wrong. Unless it was wrong in the early years, it was too high. And then but that's,
Have you found any?
yeah, so we're talking
Yeah,
almost,
we've got a sublease.
$450,000 less in 2007.
Oh.
This was recently printed.
I just printed today.
Sold the house right there.
So I'll catch you
Okay,
after.
okay, no, that's
Because it does,
that doesn't seem make
It's
make
really
any sense.
funky.
and I don't know what the
Is
number was in
that
2008. It would be in our
crowd
2008 budget, right? Would that be in there?
Yes,
Well,
it'd
the
be a
crowd we
budget
did on
number.
Halloween. different.
Well, no, it
It's
wouldn't be in our budget.
2008, yeah, it'd been actual.
But it's health insurance, so it would be on their side, not our, on our budget that we see, right?
Yes,
Houses.
thank you, I'll stop.
Well, yeah, we'll talk after. So should we get started with just the three of us? And,
Oh.
You know, I don't know where Amelia is.
oh, yeah.
Yep.
We still go to,
Yeah, there's some big,
my husband and I, that's,
Yeah, I've been, yeah, the little notebook.
well,
that
Amanda's
is,
still,
for you.
goes to high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she, just a boy.
Ah. Yep, there you go, see, you guys do it.
We just needed an excuse, so now, we know that kid.
Hey, I've been to a lot.
Come and get
I can't believe nobody has taken out papers for selectmen, the school committee.
I guess the people, most of the people who care about the schools, I guess, are waiting to see if Jerry.
Probably, that's my guess.
Jerry?
Right.
I think he's on the
find a
fence.
DVD guy, that's the thing.
How long she been on it?
He
8 or
doesn't
9
know.
years.
Yeah, 9 years.
But the problem is,
I don't love that,
he's negotiating a contract.
but, man, did
I mean,
you?
if he disappears in the middle of negotiations, that's not.
Yep.
How long did it term?
3 years.
Hey, I don't, not a city.
In my 60s.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
How long have you been on it?
Oh, you just, yeah, busy and never else. Long enough.
Yeah.
You know what, even when I work all day and I'm as well as I want to get,
It's Angie.
yeah, I can't, I said, why am I like this? I don't like this.
I don't want to wait
How
on
could I
that.
hate my house and I can't like it? But
We've got a quarter, what do you want?
not even my,
It's not quite 7:10.
They want some money.
We're not gonna have a student report.
Yeah, we'll wait another minute, see if Amelia.
Every other week.
Just get out of school, have a backpack.
Like percentage of students that like.
They'll put back to
Those guys have to be so heavy.
Okay. Oh, you mean for the North Reading population?
They haven't even started. Oh, no, it's not even.
No, because we're waiting for you.
Oh, your girl.
We're waiting for you, Amelia.
All your fault.
Poor girl, I mean, I'm supposed to have this year, so.
It's all your fault that I'm never gonna get out of here tonight.
Yeah, well, just around the house.
Are we live tonight?
I can't even lift it.
We live tonight?
Yep,
No taste away, no swearing.
No swearing.
tonight we're live.
You have to worry about me swearing. This guy.
Shared the joke last night on the Oscars, how, you know, one person was accepting, Marissa Tomei was accepting it with a 2-minute delay, and if Mickey Rourke had to accept, it would be a 20-minute
Right,
delay.
Yeah.
I never watched the last one, but it was impossible.
I maintained my record of never watching the Oscars.
Really?
Continuing your trend, huh?
I used to watch when Johnny Carson hosted because I used to like his monologue.
Hugh Jackman was really
Johnny
good.
Carson was the host of the
didn't
Oscars.
realize
Oh,
that.
yeah.
He did a nice job.
Hugh Jackman, I heard, was good, yeah.
Yeah. He's really upset at you, so.
Yeah. I am fuming, Amelia.
Sorry.
I can't tell you.
Yeah, you'll notice that we're missing a couple or so.
Right. So should we
That
get
makes
started?
me feel so much better.
All right, we're gonna get started.
Deep breath.
Calling me the North Reading School Committee to order. First order of business is public input. And I see little or no public out there tonight, so we have no public input. Next on the agenda is student report. Tonight we have Amelia Palmer.
Hi. Well, we just got back from our break, so today was the first day back, and it was rough, but we made it through, and school should be good. But Thursday at 7 o'clock, the junior class is doing a fundraiser. They're bringing in a hypnotist to do a show, and tickets are on sale all week for $10. Maskers is performing Imperfect Proposal Saturday at Newburyport for the Massachusetts Drama Guild. It's a competition, so good luck to them. The varsity basketball team is playing at Wilmington Saturday.
It's at North Reading.
Okay.
Yeah, it's at North Reading, so we should get a big crowd there.
Okay, against Wilmington, I guess. For the states, the hockey team is playing at Tewksbury on Thursday for the states. The applications for the National Honor Society are due Friday, the 27th, so this Friday. The middle and elementary school students will be seeing parts of the performance of Singing in the Rain by the Maskers the week of the 9th. So they'll be coming up to the high school auditorium to watch. College night will be March 5th, and spring sports will be starting March 16th. Now, for student work, I brought in the latest project I did for my Honors American Literature class, and we were doing a poetry unit. So our project was to find an American poet. It did not have to be one we studied, just an American poet, and find one of their poems, and then find an American painter, and find somehow in the poem, in the paintings, find imagery or ideas that connect to each other, and we had to write an essay comparing them. My work was Langston Hughes, The Negro Mother, was the poem I chose, and for my painter I did Stanwick Cromwell, and I can pass this around. I used 3 of his paintings. You didn't have to do 3. You could only do 1, but I chose to do 3. And The Negro Mother by Langston Hughes, just about slavery, an African American woman fighting to get freedom for the next generations. And so in these paintings, I found certain symbols, like the seashell is a symbol of life. So that was a common theme in my essay. It shows a lot of sorrow, which correlates to how they felt at the time. The black and white contrast, the struggle between the white citizens and the African American citizens. So there was a lot of interesting. I looked up a lot of things too, and we were given time during class to go to the library and research. We were given 2 days. We had a PowerPoint presentation. She showed us first, and then we were given the computers to find paintings, poems, anything that would work for the project. And then we also had the books, and the librarian helped us out, showed us authors or poets and painters that might go well together. They were helping us out, and so we were given 2 days, and that was very helpful because just finding a painting to go with my poem took me 4 hours on the computer. Yeah, it took a while, but it's done, and it hasn't been graded yet. I took it from her today. I'll pass this around.
Looks like an A project to me.
Thank you.
Any questions for Amelia? Actually, there's only any questions for Amelia? No? Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Be nice to it if it's not graded yet.
No, I know. That's why I'm gonna give it to
Don't
Cliff,
mess it
because
up.
I'll ruin it. Okay, thank you, Amelia.
Yeah.
Before we get into our budget workshop, I know that Mrs. Davis wanted to make a brief statement tonight, and so I'm going to allow her to do that at this time.
My fellow citizens of North Reading, for the past 6 years, it has been my privilege to serve this community as a member of its school committee. I've met a great many people who are dedicated to the education of North Reading's children and who are willing to serve their community with no expectation of a reward other than that of knowing that they are doing their best in an important endeavor. However, my family and I have made a decision that will take us out of this community come summer. So I will not be seeking re-election for a 3rd term to the North Reading School Committee. While I'm glad that my husband will be closer to his job, I will be sorry to leave my wonderful neighborhood of Martins Pond and to leave this town that cares so much for all of its citizens, especially its children. I strongly urge those of you who are passionate about education in North Reading to come forward, pull those nomination papers, and put your hat in the ring to help our town's school system. Some of you are well versed in the town's educational system and have been active grassroots organizers. It could be the right time for you to take a more direct role. I've seen many letters in the transcript relating to education and the performance of the school committee. Perhaps it's time for one of those letter writers to step up. There are many people out in the town who care very much about education but have so far stayed in the background. I assure you that you can do this job, you will have help getting up to speed on school issues, and your contribution is valuable. Please consider serving your community in a more active capacity. Finally, I'd like to thank my colleagues, past and present, Dr. Troughton, Carl Nelson, Maureen Vaca, Jerry Venezia, Mel Webster, Cliff Bowers, Steve Van Beaver, and last but certainly not least, my mentor and role model, Stephen Jervy. If any of you want to know what it takes to do this job right, he's the man to call. Thank you for all of your support.
Thanks, Nicole. We're going to miss you. I've enjoyed my 5 years, I think 6 years, being here 5 years. I know that 6 years is a long haul to be on the committee. So, I'm sure the town appreciates your service as we do, because it's I think anybody, I don't say anybody can do it, but if you want to do it and you have the passion for education, you can do it. It does require more time. It's not just the 2.5 hours you see us sitting here on Monday nights every other week. There's a lot more meetings and a lot more effort in planning and thinking and working that goes into it. But we really do need people to run for school committee. As of last Thursday, in the transcript, there was still no members or no citizens had taken out nomination papers for school committee, and we really do need people to step up to the plate because the kids have to be served. Anybody else want to make that comment?
No, just that it can be done. You can come up to speed.
That's right. Can be done. Thank you, Nicole. Next, we do have both Mr. Venezia and Mrs. Vaca should be joining us. The really sole item on our agenda tonight, or the main item, is a budget workshop to discuss